Hi, it's Matt, and this is my morning monologue. The New York City subway is the mode of transportation that offers the greatest opportunity to have a profound experience, profundity, if you will, and I know you will. I feel like that the subway. Every day you are presented with like moral dilemmas, and so for example, you saw the video recently, the viral video where the guy like gives the homeless person the shirt off his back. You saw that? Yeah. Well, I saw that too, and my immediate thought was like, he's not the first person to do that. I was like, I did that too. I didn't do it like I did it in a time when there weren't like cell phone cameras and stuff, but like I did that too. Like I could have gone viral, and I had this like feeling of like, well, whatever, it's cool, but I could have done it too. And I was like, what is that? That's like, and so it was like I said, it was a long time ago, before everyone had cameras on their cell phones, and it was late at night. I was riding on the A train, heading uptown, going home, and it was freezing out. It was like bone crushing cold, like super super unbelievably cold. And so I'm sitting there, and at 145th Street, this guy gets on, and he's barefoot, and he's not wearing any shirt, completely, bare chested, and he's got on really dirty, really baggy tuxedo pants with no belt, and he's just holding them like this. He's holding them up, and he gets on, and he says he had a really high voice. He was like, I have no shoes or shirt. Can you help me? I have no shoes or shirt. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm looking around, and everyone's just like, doing the, pretend reading thing, and like people are just like asleep or pretending they're asleep or whatever. And I look at this guy, and he starts coming toward me. He's like shuffling toward me, and he's saying like, can you help me? I have no shoes or shirt. And I looked up at him, and he had like these doe eyes, and he's looking at me, and I thought like, Jesus? And I know that's, and I know that, that's impossible. You know what I mean? Like I know that that's I know that that's a myth. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a lie. You know what I mean? The whole Jesus thing, not a lie, but it's a myth. You know what I mean? But it's a good myth. It's like it's truthful. It's got like truths. Like capital T truths. Like all that, and and I dig it, you know what I mean? Yeah, but like the whole, ascending into heaven, and like the rising on the third day and all that stuff, deeply meaningful archetypal images, right? But like I said, I totally dig it. So, but the thing is, I was raised in a very large, devoutly Catholic family, and with the exception of kindergarten and pre-K, 100% of my academic schooling was in Catholic school. So I had like a lot of nuns in those formative years. So I still have like this like sort of like ingrained residual synapse that's like, Jesus, huh? And so I said to the guy, I was like, well, where what happened to your shoes and shirt? And he says, I misplaced them. And I was like, oh man. So I thought about it, and then I was like, oh man. So I take off, like I'm wearing layers, so I kind of take off some stuff, and I've got this flannel shirt on. It's like this really nice flannel shirt that I got for Christmas. I got two of them. I got the one that I was wearing. It was like white and like blue, and I had another one like it was like more blue and white, and it was just like, it was like a really like plush flannel, like really comfortable, like just, 100% cotton and warm and snuggly, and just like really good, a really nice flannel shirt. So I took it off, and I flipped it to him, and he put it on, and then he said, is there any money in the pocket? And I was like, no, I don't think there's any money in the pocket. And I was like kind of like upset. I was like, but if there is, it's mine. And then he just shuffled away, and I felt like so bummed out. Like I was so sad, and not for my shirt. Like I was looking at my shirt, and it was like my shirt was like, what did you do? You gave your shirt to someone who misplaced theirs. Didn't you hear him say that? It's not Jesus, And I'm like, oh man. I was like so bummed, and I look across from me, sitting across from me, and there's this guy, and he's like really nicely dressed. And he looks at me and he goes, and I was thinking like, fuck you, like, pfft. And then as I went along, I was like, oh man, why do I need to, why does it need to be like, why does it have to be like Jesus? You know what I mean? Like, why can't I just see like a fellow human being that is in need, and like give him something to keep warm? Like, why does it have to be that like, oh, I better do this so I, whatever, I get the reward later or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, why can't it be that? Like, why can't I just do that? And like, what am I getting upset at this other guy for? Like, why am I angry at him? He's just offering me what he thinks I need, right? And I'm thinking, well, isn't that enough? Like, what he like isn't that enough? Like, and I'm thinking like, oh God, like I should have given this guy more. Like, why didn't I give him my shoes? Why didn't I give him my shoes and socks? Why I did give him a Capri Sun and a granola bar in addition to that, which I forgot to mention. But still, like, why didn't I give him more? Why not? And then I thought, like, this other synapse, or maybe it was the same one, I don't know. This other synapse fired, and it said like, cut yourself a break. You know what I mean? Like, You did the best you could in the moment, you know what I mean? You, whatever, you did what you thought was right at that time, and, worry about your motivations and your feelings and all that stuff. Worry about that, at some other time, like some other stop, at like 181st Street. Worry about it then, or worry about it at 190th, or or some other stop on this archetypal image.